The cabal, they do the things they do because they have to get us to agree to what they do. Because if they say, okay, if you decided that you wanted me to break my leg, right, and you're wishing, oh, I wish he breaks his leg, yeah, what are you focusing on?
I suppose pain.
You're focusing on a broken leg, aren't you?
So you end
So
up
guess
getting
who's going to get the broken?
Yeah.
Exactly, because you're literally calling it in for yourself because you're focusing on it. Yeah. So whatever whatever you put into this world, you're going to get it. You're going to get it back at you. So what they do is, rather than force anything on us, they'll ask us if we want it. They might do it in a very tricky way, but they'll ask us if we want it, and if we don't say no, then it's going to come into existence, but it's not going to come back on them because we asked for it. Yeah.
Much like the old, you know what? Do you want this, or would you like to keep your job?
Yes, exactly. Or would you like to keep your life to start with? Because that was the first thing. It's gonna kill you if you don't get it. It's gonna kill you. You better get it. So yeah, they always have to ask us because they don't want the. I don't like using the word, but karma, because that's what it is. Whatever you put out is going to come back at you. So they go around the houses and get you to ask for it first.
Absolutely. So, do you meditate?
I don't meditate because meditation in the Eastern mystical culture is essentially emptying your mind and essentially opening the door for something else to come in and take residence.
But isn't that going back to the nothingness though? Isn't the idea of emptying your mind is so you can go to that place of nothingness, which is where everything comes from? Isn't that the principle behind it?
I go to a place of stillness and quiet with an intention in mind rather than of no intention.
Right.
That's different. It's quite contemplation rather than emptying the mind.
Okay, because I would love to meditate, but I've never been able to do it. I get bored so quickly. Like within 5 minutes, I'm like, oh, it's at the door. I just can't get into that zone. Now, I have done breath work, Wim Hof breathing, and that has had some incredible. Doing that after like 3 rounds of that, your whole body is literally vibrating with energy. Like, oh, and that to me is better than meditation, and it's good for you.
Right. Well, I think if you spend sort of half an hour to an hour of just quiet stillness, right? Don't think about meditating, but just stillness and quiet, and think about an issue that you're dealing with, or something you need to figure out, or whatever it is. Quiet contemplation. So go into that stillness, that place where you can cut off what you're seeing, what you're hearing, whatever, right, and just stay in that stillness for half an hour to an hour with this thought in mind. Well, where are my keys? Whatever, right? At the end of it, you'll literally get this rush of information and stuff come out of the stillness, and it'll have the answer to what you're looking for.
That's perfect, and I think that's a lovely place to end. It's about intent. It's about intent, and just that's brilliant.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your time. I know we've had our struggles over this podcast, but your picture now is as clear as it's ever been on this whole show. So there's the picture I'm going to take for the thumbnail. I've really enjoyed chatting with you. It's been a pleasure to meet you about 3 times on and off, and I'd love to have you back on again at some point to talk about other stuff if you'd be up for that.
Absolutely, just give me the shout.